What's up, guys? This is Borrow, aka Invest Mentor. Thanks for your time and watching. Today is July 30th. So it's towards the end of July, and it's gonna be like August. So happy birthday, Leo! And yeah, I'm a Leo too. Yeah, happy birthday, Leo! And so as usual, we're gonna have a quick look to see what's going on for the U.S. market this week. And obviously, as you can see, the U.S. market is just still like remaining crazy, and it's just another week of the record high, and including all the major U.S. stock indices like S&P 500 and NASDAQ and the Dow Jones Industrial Average. All the indices just like surge to break out to have a record high. But my point today is like, I think it's kind of weird. It's kind of abnormal. Okay, so but like before that, let's just take a quick look into sorry, just hold on a second real quick. Let's just take a look real quick into some of the chart of these major indices, okay, to see what's going on right there. So, and later on, it's about like 14 minutes before market open, so we're not sure if it's gonna be another day of record high or not. But as you can see, S&P 500 just had a record high again on this Monday. But this is this is not the original chart, but you can see that just record high. And also it's the same for NASDAQ index. NASDAQ index is another week of record high on this Monday. And then we can see like Dow Jones Industrial Average is also on. I mean, it's also record high. I mean, after the mild correction caused by the COVID-19, the Delta variant last week, it just like. Obviously, the investors, traders are still like the market sentiment are still very, very hyped, and people are still crazy to like keep like throwing money into the stock market. And but why I thought this is kind of like abnormal. Let's see some of the information I just got from my like trading friend, from some of my friends in investment banking Hong Kong. And they just said they have a market recap and a kind of like morning brief every day. So okay, so the information here is about the Asian market earlier today. So earlier during Asia trading session today, US stock future plunged, gold rebounded, and the Fed looks after inflation indicators. So we will see what will be the figures later on when the market open. And during the Asian trading session on Friday, July 30th today, market sentiment was not good, and Asian stock fell under pressure, especially, you know, a lot of like crackdown from like China government, so to press those like tech stocks and those educational stock recently. So like Hong Kong stock pulled back relatively harder this week. So we can see like US stock and NASDAQ futures fell more than 1% earlier today. And US dollar index bounced to test the $92 mark again today, while gold price tested $1,830. So investors will focus on the US PCE, the consumer data today. And behind the fall of Asian market, US stock future is impacted by Amazon poor earning report. So Google that. Amazon has a poor earning report, and that affect the NASDAQ index a lot. But the NASDAQ index still like just in a consolidation at a record high level. Okay, so Amazon poor earning report just just waited on the sentiment of the tech stocks today. So NASDAQ futures just fell like 1.4% earlier today, and S&P 500 future fell like almost 1% earlier today, while Dow Jones Index futures fell about like a 0.4% earlier today. And the overall market sentiment is kind of weak today. So the market recap from my friends in Hong Kong was saying this will lead to a more defensive posture for the rest of the day. So what's gonna be like happen like later on after the market open? We will see. And in this report, it also said the GDP in the second quarter increased by, the US GDP. The US GDP in the second quarter increased by about 6.5%, which is not bad, returning to the level before the epidemic, compared with the previous Wall Street agency 8.5% growth forecast in the US economic expansion last quarter. So that fell short of expectation, right? And also, like one more thing we should pay attention. It's also important to know that Goldman Sachs this week has lowered its forecast for US economic growth in the second half of this year, driven by vaccination popularization and the financial supports by the US government. So economic growth will peak in the middle of this year, but now it seems that the subsequent slowdown may be even more severe. So how do you think? A lot of investors and analysts are expecting that the Fed may announce a reduction plan in December this year. So other professional investors and analysts are saying the US economy is going to peak in the middle of this year, but the US stock market is still keep breaking out to have a record high a week after week. So that's the thing. I'm feeling kind of just it's so strange, it's so weird. So for me, personally, from my 2 cents, okay, before everything, I want to say the channel, the live stream and the short video on this channel, everything produced and said here are simply purely for educational, entertaining purpose only. Okay, so I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a licensed financial advisor. I'm not a lawyer, accountant. So everything here is for entertaining and educational purpose. And let's see. Yeah, thanks for some of the audience chat here morning. Yeah, hi guys. And yeah, so once again, because right now, as just mentioned last time, I used to I used to go to school in the US and work in Hong Kong, but right now I just moved back to Taipei temporarily last year because of the pandemic. So it's a nighttime, but it's 12 hours earlier than East time. So it's 9:23 p.m. and New York time is 9:24 right now a.m. right? So good morning, good night, whatever. So yeah, and also other than the weird, strange, odd breakout record high for US stock market, another big news is about Robinhood IPO this week. Robinhood just went IPO yesterday. So I think every American and big portion of the population in the world know about Robinhood, right? Because in recent months we have a lot of trading in meme stock and we heard a lot from the Reddit Wall Street Bet, and for those main stock and those like a lot of like young investors, retail traders like Robinhood is the channel, is the platform for them, or attract them to spend money or to just maybe burn their money there. So and Robinhood just went IPO yesterday, so we also gonna talk a little bit about the Robinhood IPO. So you can see, if you look at the trading system here, I just have a category here today for Robinhood, and I list like 5 major Robinhood recommended stock for today. That's NVIDIA, NVDA, and Square SQ, and everyone know like AMC, GME, and also PayPal, PYPL. Okay, so but just a brief like information about the Robinhood IPO. Okay, Robinhood IPO Robinhood just went IPO yesterday on July 29th, Thursday, and the IPO price was 39. So let's take a look into Robinhood IPO. Just a minute. So you can see that IPO was like was kind of like in a business buzz, it's the worst IPO ever. You can see. Okay. In some of the news here, it says like Robinhood has the worst debut ever for IPO of its size, and Robinhood falls in debut as retail investor keep distance, and then Robinhood gets you addicted, so you keep spending money. Lawmaker warns. All the negative comments and critiques. So like Robinhood IPO, should you invest? Here's what to know. And I want to talk a little bit about the technical chart, the chart pattern for the single day chart pattern for the IPO day, and then I will come back to this article for some more detailed information. I think that's gonna be helpful. Okay, so as you can see, like Robinhood IPO, like yesterday, I just got a chance to do some short position, I think, and that was an easy one. You can see if I clean the downward slope line as a resistance line here, you can see like Robinhood IPO went IPO at a price about 38, around right here, and you just search for 2 minutes and pull back all the way to test the low at around 33 and bounce back and to have another high here. So we can see, after this point, if you can see my cursor, we can draw a line right here. You can simply draw a line right here. Okay, so yesterday I just placed an order for short around around this time. So obviously just pull back all the way down from about 37.6 and all the way down, and to have a consolidation level here and try to spike, bounce by, but was not able to just break out the resistance. So I just mentioned last time, for technical analysis, a lot of time for swing trade, you would like to use 3 days. The price has to stem like above or below certain support or resistance level very firmly for like a 3 candle in a row. So if it's a swing trade, it has to be like 3 days. But if it's a day trade, if we look at like the minute chart, like 1 minute chart, obviously it didn't like, I mean, went above the resistance for 3 minutes in a row. So obviously just like pull back, like it just like keep pulling back to all the way to the end of the market close. That's what just happened to Robinhood IPO yesterday. Okay, so yeah, thanks for all, like everyone's like a chat. So is Robinhood very influential? How so? Robinhood, that's a huge story. I mean, Robinhood did a lot of like, had a lot very strong IT, like for their trading system, for their desktop application, as well as their mobile app, and then they did a lot of marketing, and also like referral link and all that, like multi-level marketing to attract like a young investor to their platform to trade. And it's also it's free. I mean, it's free of like a trading fee. It's a fee free. So I mean, a lot of young the limit, the restriction is very low, and almost everyone can just register on Robinhood, and they also provide leverage and a lot of functions. So it's like it just have an ease to attract a lot of like young investors. So like we can see, I mean, as I just mentioned, I wanna like dive a little bit into this article to let you know more about like Robinhood. But we're not gonna go through the entire article. Let's just see here. So you can see the trading app just came under scrutiny. I mean, that's why Robinhood is like facing some trouble. Okay, the trading app came under scrutiny after clashing with SEC regulators over allegation that is misled customers and exposed them to risky trading tools that Robinhood Robinhood earlier just acquired by Citadel, one of the biggest hedge fund in Wall Street, and then they just kind of like cross like using the like client information, like trading flow information. So like that's also like a business buzz. Like Citadel have a lot of advantage from the Robinhood like data from those like retail trader information to help them to see which stock will face some like tailwind or like headwind from retail investors. So we can see that Robinhood was ordered to pay nearly 70 million to resolve the dispute. 70 million US dollar. And that's the largest penalty ever issued by the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority, Wall Street self-regulatory arm. Robinhood also faced criticism over the death of Alex. Alex, who is Alex? He's a 20-year-old customer who killed himself, who committed suicide after believing he lost a significant amount of money on the trading platform. The young guy just lost too much on Robinhood, just like, by trading through Robinhood. So he just like killed himself, committed suicide. Can you believe in that? That's really sad. And let's see. Okay. So you can see that like Robinhood is like facing a huge, like historically huge amount of fine, a penalty, and also someone committed suicide because of Robinhood, because of the way they do their business, because of their business model, the way they do the brokerage business, they're like sucking everyone's blood and all that. Okay, so but this is for entertaining purpose only. Okay, you should like spend some time to check into some detail for the Robinhood IPO. to be more fair. And I list a lot of information with the news link down below in the description box in this video, so please check into that when you have time. And yeah, please take a look right here. And yeah, just a minute, I will be right back. Yeah, sorry for the pause. So you can see that a lot of like the you know, the financial experts and the professionals just say it's the way Robinhood do their business is not really fair. It's not really you know, sensible. Anyway, so let's go back to the chart of Robinhood IPO yesterday. And so the as you can see, the market cap of Robinhood is about like 30 billion US dollar, and they just like raised about like 2 billion US dollar. And the interesting thing is like the Robinhood IPO, they just want to like have like 35% of the IPO share for their app users, for those retail investors. But as like you can see, the news I just show you, those are retail investors just like, you know, just not really interested in this IPO, and then just like you know, keep distance. So yeah, the market just like open for about like a 7 minutes. So let's see what's going on for like the overall market today. Okay. Yeah. So the market is not moving too much so far. Right, so S&P 500 is down for about like 0.4%, and Dow Jones Industrial is around the flat, and NASDAQ is down relatively harder for about like 0.83% right now. And we can see you know, some of the if you can see the tickers to the left hand side, not too much like a market mover for today. So let's go back to like Robinhood IPO. So for today, my position for Robinhood is still the short position is still right there, and I will keep like shorting Robinhood, and then like later on after like 10 to 20 minutes like before I close the live stream, we will see like what's going on for Robinhood stock. Okay, I will I don't know, you may be interested in like what will be my profit taking point. I haven't got an idea yet, because I think it's totally possible for Robinhood to pull back for like 50%, you know. So do your calculation. The IPO price is about like 38, so it's all totally possible to like, you know, to like pull back all the way down below $20. So it's still a way to go. So we will see. Okay, let's see if we have some chat here. Okay. So yeah, thanks Nick. Yeah. Okay, Robinhood IPO, should you invest? Yeah, yeah, I think like you know, just I think like Robinhood, like, you know, the article I just show you, Robinhood is not a must-have, and it's just like facing the SEC investigation and the epic terrible, it's a terrible penalty, like 70 billion 17 million US dollars, sorry. And if it's someone just committed suicide because of Robinhood, a lot of like bad news for Robinhood. So and also after all that, like Robinhood just a broker, so it's not a must-have. And so for me, like personally, for my 2 cents, I'm like shorting Robinhood right now, and I'm like I'm predicting the price will go all the way down below $20, okay, in the next couple of days or even few days. So I think Robinhood will be good for trading, for short-term trading. Robinhood is good for short-term trading, and the ticker is HOOD, Robinhood. Short it, sell it, plunge it. It's a shit, I mean, so for investment, probably when the price just like plunge down below 20 or 15, you can buy in, but right now it's not about the time to buy. Okay, that's just my personal 2 cents. Okay, yeah. Okay, so all the way pull back. Okay, PFE. What is PFE? Can you talk about another IPO? Dunkin' Donut. Yeah, we will do that a little bit later. Okay, they're not hitting hard, getting serious again. Yeah, so please stay safe. Please go for your vaccination. Okay, so I think like almost like the vaccination is like spreading everywhere. So do your vaccination and stay safe, please. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and I also had my vaccine like a few days ago for like AZ, because in Taiwan we don't have Pfizer, we have AZ, and another one, I forgot the name, but it's not important for me. I'm just like follow my face, my destination. So I just do whatever I can do the best, and then try to wash my hands, to wear my mask and do the vaccine. And if I still have to like run into anything bad, I just face the music, right? Because I think the when something really have to come, there's no way to avoid, right? Okay, so it's too late to buy DD. Someone is asking about DD. DD, I mean, I just saw the news that DD, there's a chance that DD might go private again, but you can see like DD is like DD is like surging right now for about like DD is surging, but I never want to do DD for like day trading. So last time I said I bought DD at the first day of IPO, and then I just keep like picking buying the dip for some discounts around the $10 to $12 level. So but it's still like China government seems really insane. They're really like harsh. They have like further crackdown, and also like we know that the Delta variant just had another outbreak in Nanjing, in some of the city in China. So that make the DD price just pull back like further down to as low as 7.16. But I thought that was totally a good point to buy the dip, harder for the dip, because I was saying like DD is definitely good for short-term trading as well as long-term investment. So right now, I would definitely, I was saying to plan DD for long-term investment for the next 1 to 3 years. So I would like to use the money I originally would like to use in the next like half or 1 year, and to move all that portion to buy the dip. To buy the dip with great discount, right? Whenever the price down below $10, I will keep buying that shit. Okay, so that's the thing I would do for DD. But I'm not doing day trading for Didi, so you know the good or bad, yes or no, we cannot tell in one day, but we will see in the next couple of days or maybe like 1 month later, because the investigation for Didi for the cybersecurity is still going on. I mean, it's probably gonna go until like the mid-August. So we will see what's going on after mid-August for Didi. Okay, please stay close. Please keep an eye out for that. I mean, like someone say, Abby, you're a baby. Like you bought like at 50. No worry, because like Didi will just like surge above like 20, 30, 40 dollars like in the next 1 to 2 years. Okay, so if you have more money, just buy right now. Just buy Didi right now. Okay, but I mean, don't go all in. Like, you know, do your allocation. You know, I mean, do your allocation. Maybe 1/3 of that for trading and 2/3 of that for long-term investment. And it really depends on your strategy. For me, I'm just like buying hard right now. Like whenever the price go down below $10. Okay. Please. So yes, laugh out loud. I just answered your question. You buy Didi at 15. I bought Didi around like 15, 14 too, and then I keep buying the dip like I mean, when the price is between like 10 to 12, and I was still buying when the price was below 10. Okay, so no worry, just calm down and plan for your strategy. Okay, and someone is asking for like a Neo Tesla LCID. Okay, so yeah, I heard a lot of people like you know, discussing about like LCID, but like personally, you know, there are just like too many stock in the US, like thousands or even like 10,000s of like single stock in the US stock market. So I'm not a god, I'm not a genius, I'm not Superman. I just don't have that much time to drill into every single stock. But let's see for Tesla. Tesla is definitely one of the things I have been following, because I mentioned a lot, like when I was working for the US investment management firm in 2008, 2019. The price, as you can see, the price was really nothing, was much lower than $100. But right after I left the company, the price just surged. So maybe that was my issue. Okay, maybe I was the curse. So but anyway, so let's look into a more recent chart. So as you can see for Tesla, the chart, if you I think like Tesla, in the next like 1 to 3 years, Tesla is definitely a good target for us to do mid to long-term investment, because I mean, some people are saying the competition is really severe because of the competition from Neo, from LCID, and from Luxy, and but I just have a belief, I just have a faith on Elon Musk. Okay, I think a lot of times we invest. I mean, especially for investing, when we do investing for a company, usually we look into the at least like mid to long term future for like 1 to 3 years, or even longer, 3 to 5 years for a company, and how the company will perform. I mean, a lot of time, like, will hugely based on the CEO and the board member and those like senior executives, like quality. And I always thought that like Elon Musk has talent. I'm not. I don't know him well, but he just has the charm, right? And he has the EQ, IQ, and know that he know. I think like one of the best move of Elon Musk is he decided to move Tesla into the China market. That's what that's how Elon Musk built the business moat and the competitive advantage for Tesla, because that's the thing. A lot of the tech company just afraid of like their IP right got stolen by Chinese or something, so they don't want to kind of like just like move too much of their techniques or resources into China market. But Elon Musk has different thought. Elon Musk thought that's just a matter like sooner or later. I mean, Chinese people will catch up. So I mean, and it probably will just happen in the next like few years. So rather than being like caught up by Chinese people, they like Elon Musk would like to just transfer their techniques and all the like EV resources into China market to make the market share, to have the expansion, to make the profit as soon as possible, so he can have the capital and the money and the resources to do something else, to do more innovation for EV, for the battery, for the charger, for the space ask, for all that, for Dogecoin maybe, for all that. So I think that was a smart move, and a lot of things like said by Elon Musk, I think it's really he's really a sensible, like intelligent guy. So he's not biased. So yeah, so I'm not only looking into the business model of Tesla, but I'm also looking into the personal charm, the quality of the individual Elon Musk. Okay, that's the thing. So I think, okay, so sorry, I just went too far. So back to the chart of like Tesla. I was saying Tesla is good. It's definitely good for mid to long run investment, but in terms of the short run, I mean my previous live stream and short video, I also said that it's also good for short-term trading. And as you can see right here. Okay, let's I have a upward slope and downward slope, and the horizontal line as the support resistance, so let me clean all the line and draw them again. Okay, let's do it. So I was saying, you can a lot of time I mentioned, like you don't have to have only one support or resistance. You can have like 2 or even 3 to have a buffer. Okay, so this is the resistance, and I would say let's do a support in this way. Okay, so it based on the previous high and low, it's not hard to tell. And also I like to use because that's like user friendly for a lot of young and beginner traders, and so I like to use that in my live stream. Okay, so if you have the support and resistance here, you can see like Tesla just had a breakout upward the resistance. So I think it's a good timing to go long. It's a good timing to go long, as long as it doesn't break down below the previous resistance right here as the downward slope. Okay, but if you want to draw like one more, you can do like that. You know, you see, this is more like aligned with the more high, like more previous high. So, and a lot of time you can also see the volume, like the volume of the volume on December 18 last year was really high. So we can also have a horizontal line here at the top of this candle as a resistance, right? So the short-term resistance may be around like 695 to 699, right? So but I'm still like willing to go long for Tesla in the short run to see if he will break up above this horizontal line. If we pull back, like, you know, you can have the support with these two downward slope line just drawn here. Okay, so let's see if we have some more question. Yeah, I think for AMC shareholder, I think Tesla, as mentioned, like, I think it's good. I mean, for a lot of the value and growth stocks, it's always good to have maybe 1/3 of your capital for trading, for short-term trading, and 2/3 of your capital for long-term investment. So for Tesla, for me, from my 2 cents, I think it's really good to invest in the next 1 to 3 years. So for example, if I have $100, I would like to use you know, 60 to 70 for me to long-term investment for Tesla, and just use like $20 to $30 for short-term trading. Okay, so never go all in for any assets. Okay, that's not good, that's not right. And that's just how we blow up our account over and over again. Okay, offer for MA or long run. Yeah, Tesla is a long run. It's a yeah, Tesla has been in a consolidation. It's seeing as you can see the chart here, Tesla has been in like a, you know, triangle, what we call like triangle contraction here. So after the triangle contraction, that will just have a, you know, breakout upward or downward. So it looks more it looks more likely to have a upward breakout right now, right? By this like, you know, pick up today and yesterday. So that's what but you know, is that for swing trade, for short-term trading, you have to change your strategy like more like really often, like, you know, every day, or even a lot of time during one day for those day trader. So, you know, you cannot be really dull or like really stone for day trading unless you want to go for investment strategy for like months or quarter. Okay, so that's the thing. Like, please, I mean, thanks for all the question, but I really want to, this is really simple and easy, and I really want to say everyone has to know, has to tell the difference between trading and investment. And I mentioned about this over and over again in my live stream and short video. That's, you know, that's just the difference between eat and swallow. Okay, between drink and think, you know, something like that. This is just a metaphor, but, you know, trading is something relatively short term. Like you do day trading. When you do day trading, you look at the minute chart, you look at the hour chart, and, you know, you don't hold position overnight. And when you do swing trade, you trade for like a, you know, few days, or, you know, 1 to 2 weeks. But if you want to hold a position, if you want to take a view like over 1 month, over, you know, like from like 1 to 3 months, that become an investment, right? That become an investment. It's not trading anymore. And if you want to do like 1 month, like 3 months, a quarter, 2 quarter, half a year, 1 year, from like a up until like 1 year to 3 years, that's a mid to long-term investment. Okay, so when you do investment, you you make analysis based more on the fundamental factors. instead of the technical factor. But I mean, they have to be like, you still have to be like cross, like using all the fundamental and technical, right? It's okay. But for short-term trading, you use technical analysis more. You look at the chart and pattern and volume and the moving average, trend line, and support and resistance and all that. Okay, so that's really important. That's really important to tell the difference between trading and investment first, and then you have to decide you want to go. You want to go for trading or investment for certain stock, and then you have to do risk management, portfolio management, hedging, and all that. And also it's also mentioned in my short video, like please check into that when you have time. Okay, it's really simple. I never want to talk too much like nonsense or like difficult stuff, but the thing I want to share is really, really fundamental and really like key point. But for no matter for trading or investment, it's better to hold. For stock trading investment, it's better to hold at least 10 to 20 stocks. Why? And for each stocks, you have to allocate no more than 10% of your total capital. Okay, that's for risk management and portfolio management purpose. Okay. If you for example, if you have $1 million and you want to go all in for just one or two stock, and you never consider about the and you never have like a trading setup, you never have portfolio or risk management, you just gonna blow up your account sooner or later. That's just how Alex just committed suicide, because of like trading and losing too much money on like Robinhood, right? Just mentioned the article, right? So I mentioned that just don't like stock market is not a casino. So if you really want to do trading or investment, at least you have to do the basic work. You need to have the basic knowledge. Okay, otherwise you just go to casino, right? It's more exciting, and you have a lot of hot girls, like muscle guys, like all the shows there, right? What do you want to spend time and money in the stock market? Come on, okay, that's the point. And so our investor, what's the buffer in M&A? Oh, sorry, MA. What do you mean by MA? Do you mean Mastercard or what? Sorry, can you okay. So I assume, like our investor, I assume that you just asked a question for Mastercard, and I never thought that as you can see, I also think that Mastercard is a good target for long-term investment for sure, because everyone almost like 1/3 or like half of the population in the world, or if you want to use credit card, you use Mastercard, right? That's how the historical charge is has been going so smoothly since the IPO in 2006, right? That's the monthly chart of Mastercard, and that's the short term, and you can see it was not that volatile. So I never thought that Mastercard it's a good target for trading. Okay, sorry. Our investor was asking about moving average. So what's the buffer in moving average or any other? Okay, so it really depends. Because you can learn a lot of things from the books, from a theory, from school. But after day after day, year after year, when you trade more and more, you will find a lot of things you used and you saw, you heard are not are not available on Google or in the books. So for me personally, I mean, for some like I mean, trader, for some day trader, they like to use the real sorry, I even forgot the name of that indicator, but let me see if I have that. Sorry, I don't have that here. That's just something called like a real, like a moving average, something. You know, some people use that as a buffer. That has a like a, you know, formula calculation about like a, you know, that will have like a 3% or 5% based on the some of the moving average to calculate, to count for that buffer. But I wouldn't say there is a fix. I mean, there's not a fixed like theory for the buffer to do for moving average. You always based on your experience, in a sense, just like what I did for like a Tesla. Yeah, you can see here. I mean, the buffer sometimes can be just like few percent, but sometimes the buffer can be really wide. But it really depends on what's the factor you use to draw the support and resistance level. Sometimes you use volume, sometimes you use the previous high and low, sometimes you can use all the, and sometimes you use like different like moving average, like a moving a 5-day, 20-day, 50-day, 200-day. Sometimes you use like a different indicator here, like Bollinger Band, like VWAP and you know, some of the point of like RSI and MACD to have your, to draw your support and resistance. So you will have different band for the buffer for moving average. Okay, so our investor, I mean, if you are really interested, please feel free to email me. And if you are I mean, like really holding some stocks and you really have some like specific question in detail, we can discuss in more detail to see what's the stocks and what's your trading target and what's the you know, strategy you are using. So we can, you know, discuss in more detail. Otherwise it's it'll be hard to explain this way. Okay, so Sunny's side, I have question, might be dumb, but should I add money to an existing Bitcoin wallet, or should I put in another an existing another new wallet, like one, you know, matter? Okay, so for Sunny, I mean, yeah, that's a question about like Bitcoin cryptocurrency. That's also something I was gonna say, because at the very beginning, let's see here. Let's see from this way. Okay, so you can see to the left hand side of my trading system, I was gonna talk some details about the Robinhood stocks, like, you know, and the like Robinhood have like a 5 major stock like every day, and today it's like NVIDIA, Square, PayPal, AMC and GME. So let's forget about AMC and GME. And but obviously, you can see in my previous live stream short video, NVIDIA, Square, and PayPal are some of the major cryptocurrency related stocks. So they are also important to look into, but I'm not sure if I have time to look into all the details from there. But I was gonna say, I think a lot of people know that like in the US right now, right? The biggest crypto exchange is Coinbase. It just like went IPO in April, and but outside US, the biggest trading volume is from a platform called Binance. Binance. It's spelled as BINANCE. Binance and Coinbase. So if you have time, I mean, for me, like personally, I'm using only Binance and Coinbase, and for Binance, because he has a lot of like a regulatory issue. The CEO of Binance is you know, it's kind of like ABC, and Earlier Binance was registered in China, and later on it's like moved to like Cayman Island. And but a lot of regulatory issue, it cannot expand the market in the US. So that's how like the Coinbase is the biggest crypto exchange in the US. And but you can definitely check into these two for Bitcoin wallet, okay? For Binance and Coinbase. And for some detail for why, like we will discuss more in the future. And yes, I mean for Bitcoin wallet, I think like recently I have been like mentioning over and over again. I think like let alone like in like trading, like putting money directly into all the cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dogecoin. We can always consider, we can always like look after those like cryptocurrency related stocks, like, and some of them also I mentioned by like Robinhood stock, like NVIDIA. We'll talk about that a lot. But NVIDIA is as you can see, the line we drew last time is kind of the price, the current price is kind of in a no man land. So for short-term trading, I don't think it's good to buy or short for now. So it's better to wait for a little bit. And if you look into the profile, the business background, you will see like why NVIDIA is a cryptocurrency linked stock, and also it's a growth stock, but it's not that much a value stock. So if the market really crashed, I think like NVIDIA would also suffer. So that's why I kind of have a little bit rebalancing to kind of like withdraw my long-term investment for NVIDIA in third quarter. Okay, that's the point. And also, so I'm basically I'm like holding nothing of NVIDIA right now, and I'm just waiting for the better opportunity coming up. And let's see, so what's going on for PayPal. And PayPal, you can see, oh yeah, good, it just pulled back like 2 days in a row. So that's the thing. You can see like based on, I mean, in the long run, like PayPal has been a good target for long-term investment as well as short-term trading. But I mean, like for short-term trading, you can see last time we draw, like let's clear all the let's clear all the line here, like trend line here, and draw that all the trend line again. You can see like by the previous high and low, you can see you can see PayPal just had a breakout upward from here, over the downward slope line, over the previous resistance all the way up. And but it's impossible to go all the way up without any pullback, right? So by using the previous high here as the resistance, it just had a pullback here. But that's from technical standpoint. But I just mentioned, like, we never use technical or fundamental only. We use all of them. But just you use like the percentage you use, the ratio you use, like 10, like just like 1 to 9, or like 2 to 8, or 5 to 5, something like that. But for PayPal, the breaking news was really influential, impactable, just coming out yesterday. So let's see what's going on for PayPal. So you can see that like PayPal faces SEC probe of fees paid to bank behind debit card. And this news just came out yesterday, like about like 12 hours ago. So that's how the price just plunged. And a lot of time when bad news happen, that will be just a turning point for a certain stock, and making the technical pattern to extend further. So for me, I think like right now, I'm like I'm shorting people, and I'm like looking at it can go all the way down. It can go all the way down to test the previous support here at about like 250, right? 250, and if everything's good, it will just like rebound right from here. And also, I also mentioned the market, the overall market right now is pretty risky with a lot of uncertainty. If any crash happen, that would just, you know, that would just like, push the drop like even harder. So I'm doing short for paper right now from the standpoint of technical as well as fundamental. Okay, that's the thing. Okay. So yeah, thanks for all the question. There's just yeah, a lot of interesting question, and I really thanks for all the support. And okay, yeah, Sunny, yeah, thanks for a lot of question for Sunny. Yeah, I think yeah, let's look. I mean, other than the crypto related stock, that's the thing I was gonna say. Elon Musk just like talk some shit like recent day, and also because of the mining like breaking news and all that, like Bitcoin just like surge back up from the previous support. You can see the previous support was around like a 29 29 20 28 29, and so whenever the price is getting close to the previous support or resistance, the move is going to be really sensitive once any like a breaking news happens. So at a time, we can not only pay attention to technical analysis, we're going to pay attention to a lot of the event analysis, which is the information we got from breaking news. Okay, so you can see once the breaking news happened, like Bitcoin just like surged from like 29 all the way up above like 40,000. But as you can see, I just draw the resistance here, like use the previous high, like the resistance is really strong at like 40,000. So obviously it cannot break through 40,000 right now, and I don't think it will break out. I don't think it will break out above 40,000, because in my previous short video and live stream, I also mentioned about that over and over again. In the midterm, in the third to fourth quarter, in the next 1 to 2 years, probably it's more likely that all the cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Ethereum will still have a downtrend, but relatively milder downtrend. And a lot of like experts say that like Bitcoin will go all the way down, maybe as low as like 20,000 or 24,000, something like that. And but that would be a period for us to buy the dips, because the next Bitcoin halving is going to happen in 2024, and probably the price will just have another surge, like crazy frenzy surge in 2023 or 2024. So in the next 1 to 2 years, it might be in a like consolidation and relatively with a downtrend. So whenever the price like surge or pick up in the next 1 to 2 years, and if you are holding any Bitcoin or Dogecoin is not moving that much, but if you are holding a lot of Bitcoin, I think right now is a good time to sell. It's a good time to sell part of your Bitcoin, because the price will just will pull back from the resistance at 40,000, and then if the price you go all the way down below 30,000, you can buy the portion back. If I keep going down, you can keep like buying a dip along the way in the next 1 to 2 years. That's my strategy. Okay, but for now, I think it's definitely a good time for profit taking. Okay, imagine from like a 30,000 to 40,000. It's a huge profit to take. Okay, so that's the thing. Never go long only. Think about short strategy. Think about like hedging. Think about portfolio management and risk management. And yeah, sorry. I mean, the time is short. The time is limited. I always don't have enough time to go into all the details. I mean, of the tickers and the things I mean, I organize like before the live stream. But I really thanks for your time and watching. And like, thanks God, it's Friday again. And obviously the market. Let's see what's going on for the market, for the U.S. crazy U.S. stock market right now. Is I mean, don't fall for the like crazy stock market. It's so risky right now. So don't chase the greed. Don't chase the greed. Don't go for the, what's that called? Like goat effect or what? I will figure that name, that term out next time. But you know, I think like right now it's not a time for us to chase the greed and keep buying. Right now is the time to do your hedging strategy, to do your risk management, to do your rebalancing, to do your adjustment. Don't go gambling. Don't go all in for any single assets. Okay, so that's the thing. And then like, thanks for all of your time and the question. And later on, for those questions I cannot answer, I don't have time to answer, I will, as usual, I will write them down and try to like organize and answer those questions and discuss all the tickers in my next live stream or short video. And so it's Friday. Yeah, so I wish you all the best in the weekend and enjoy, have fun in the weekend. So okay, work hard and play hard. So I will see you in the next one. Peace.